Welcome to the Lotus Riche Ignite Show. We are here to inspire and empower you and ignite the fire of success within you so that you can ignite and take flight in every area of your life. We are here tonight with another great show with another powerful influencer that is intended to be here just for you. Hello, and welcome to the show this evening. We have a phenomenal guest that you do not want to miss. So come on in and get in where you fit in, because I always got room around my table for you. So if you don't know what's going down tonight, we have a living legend in the hid house tonight, and we want to share a funky good time with you today. So listen, if you haven't liked, shared, and started a watch party already, go ahead and tell somebody. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your granny, tell your kids, tell your friends, and tell your frenemies to come on in, because it's time to win, because I've got a living legend on the show tonight. So listen, when you come in, go ahead and tell us who you are and where you're coming in from, because we want to know that kind of information so we can blow you up in the spot. And also, don't forget to share, like, and start a watch party. Share, like, start a watch party. Share, like, start a watch party, and tell somebody, okay? And I don't want to forget this, because you always know that I say note takers are money makers. And it doesn't matter if we're talking about education or entertainment. You always need to have your notepad and a pen, because note takers not only make money, but note takers and a pen, they always win. So come on in. I want to see who we got. Hey, we got the great lady Karen KJ Johnson out of Dallas, Texas. It's so good to see you. We got somebody incognito in Richmond, Virginia. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Oh my good God gracious. We've got Dr. Florence all the way from Burundi, Africa. It is so good to see you. I'm so happy that you're here. And we've got another incognito. Hello, beautiful, beloved goddess. Hello to you too. And we love having you. We have got the remarkable, even Les Owen. Les Owen, where you streaming in from? That's the motion picture guy, y'all. And we've got Daniel Michael. Where you coming in from? And bonjour to you too, my dear. Bonjour to you too. So listen, come on in. Tell your friends. Oh, people just keep streaming in. Lord Faye from the Philippines. She's here. Good to see you. Angela Elting from Washington. Good to see you. I got Callie in the house. Lynn Harry Divergence. I saw you on your show earlier, girl. You knocked it out the park. Good to have you in. Oh my God. I got the famous Bobcat from Soul Train right here at Riverside, California. I got a healer on time right here. What's good, Madame? She is the healer out of Canada. It's always good to see you. Patty Miller coming in from Johnstown, PA. Woo, I can't get it all. I got the remarkable, beloved Jemijah Jubilee, the poet with the mostest for every hostess. It's so good to see you. And I already got, hey, Lynn, don't be telling nobody who on the show yet. But anyway, y'all, we about to have a blast. We're going to have a real good time. So go ahead. If you're ready to get this party started, go ahead and put a number 1 in the comment block below. And we're going to get this thing going and get on the road with this show. So go ahead and put a number 1 in the comment block below, and we're going to get our thing grooving right here. So, I always say, while you're here, because we're going to have such a good time, I want you to kick back. I want you to relax. But while you're here, go ahead and get you one of these. Get you something good to drink. And don't forget, get your Lotus Ignite cup. All right, there we go. I had came off the screen, y'all, trying to get something to drink. That's what happens. Now, many of y'all asked me what's in my cup. Tonight, I only have water. I don't have no tea, just some water. So I'm going to take a sip. Ooh, that water good, y'all. So come on in and get in where you fit in. I see a lot of people streaming in from all over the world, and I'm going to try my darndest to go ahead and get you up on the screen because I appreciate you being here this evening. So as you know, I got a fantastic show for you tonight. So come on in, get in where you fit in because now is the time to win. I am going to introduce to some people and just share with others the remarkable guest that I have. She's a pioneer. She's been all over the world spreading her love and her message with the remarkable Godfather of Soul himself, Mr. James Brown. So we're about to get down with the get down and get this party started right. So I want you to check this out because this thing's about to be out of sight. So here you go. Let me get this on for you. Check this out. If y'all ready, put a number 2 in the comment below and I'll do what I'm supposed to do. Put a number 2 in the comment below. Here we go, y'all. She is the goddess of soul. That's right. We have Martha Hyde, the goddess of soul, with us tonight. From soul and rhythm, blues to rock and roll. She's got a soulful, funky style.
Martha Hyde, come out. Come on out. Look, how you feel?
Fine, how are you?
I saw the dynamite record you got there.
Well, thank you. I'm pretty pleased with it, very pleased.
I'm very pleased with that because it's fantastic. You know, I expect big things for you, and we hope to see you, hey, a long ways. I'm sure that everybody dug you all over the world this time because it's like I said, it's like a world thing now. Here at Channel 17, we're going every place, and we're letting everybody know that we got it all right here in the sweet South. Atlanta.
One thing I would like to say, I would like to thank you very much.
Oh, don't thank me. We don't worry about that.
You're the reason.
Don't worry about that. I don't want you to sing my praises. We're singing yours, okay? Look me out.
That's right. Tonight we singing the praises of the goddess of soul, Miss Martha Hyde. You got to see. Welcome to the show. That's right, folks. We got the remarkable goddess of soul herself, Miss Martha Hyde. She's been all over the world. She's been all over the place. But tonight, she's got her face right here with us. So please welcome my guest, your guest, my friend, your friend, Miss Martha Hyde. Stand up, everybody. Stand up. Hello, Miss Hyde. How are you, darling?
Hello, Lotus. How are you?
Doing very well. Great to see you. Super happy to have you here. How you doing this evening?
I am doing absolutely wonderful. And I just want to let you know that such a pleasure and an honor to be here with you this evening and to see all of the people joining in from all over the world. That's a beautiful thing. And I'm really honored and happy to be here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're super happy to have you here tonight as well. So we gonna get right into this thing. Miss Hyde, we have so many people streaming in and viewers. I'm gonna pump you up on the screen in a minute, but I gotta tell you, Miss Hyde just loves being here tonight, and we love having her here. So Miss Hyde, we are super honored. It's just a pleasure to have you here. We are going to be sharing, folks. We're going to be sharing her story. We're going to be sharing her experience with the Godfather of Soul, Mr. James Brown. We're going to talk about her life story and her love for music. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple of remarks because I see people still streaming in from all over, and we don't want to kick off without acknowledging some more folks. Oh, wait. We got CEO of She Exists herself, Miss Janelle Harris. She says love and yes. And there's Karen saying yes. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. And we got the master of robotics himself, Mr. Elliot Heflin. Good to see you. Dr. Heflin, it's great to have you. Patty Miller is with us. It's so good to see you, Patty.
That's
And
wonderful.
everybody just streaming in. Daisy from South Carolina, good to see you. So happy. And we got so many tools. Everybody's like, yeah, let's get this party started. So,
All right.
folks, we are here to get this party started. We're going to talk a little bit about, excuse me, how her life was. We're going to get right into that and ask her some quick stuff about her life. So, so I want to know really what inspired you to come on the show, because I know you're so busy. You got a lot going on, but you took the time to come on the show.
Well, like I said, it's an honor to be here this evening with you. And what inspired me is a couple of young ladies that has been on your show, and actually, I think that they work with you. Janelle Harris.
Yes.
I did the Sheen magazine
Yes.
article, and she did a fabulous job. And
Yes, she
also
did.
working with She Exists
Yes.
magazine. So her, Janelle Harris, and Yamaja Jubilee.
Yes,
Such
ma'am.
wonderful ladies. I mean, they have, you would think that they were like children to me, but it seems like they've treated me as if I'm their child, and has done everything to help me to prepare me for this night and this evening. And I'm really honored. When they told me about it, and and said that it would be a great idea for me to be here, I was just okay, great. I know it's going to be wonderful, because Yamaja Jubilee is such a wonderful person, and I know that the people that she know and work with and everything are wonderful people. People I love to be around. Strong, beautiful women as yourself,
Thank
and
you.
as she is, and Janelle Harris is, and I'm just honored to be here again.
Well,
Yes,
thank you. We're super duper happy to have you here. And I got to tell you, the entertainment business would not be what it is if it were not for you. But I know great mentors need great mentors. So,
absolutely.
who was your primary mentor when you were out there, and you still are out there bigger than life? So, who was your primary
Absolutely. Yes.
mentor and why?
My biggest mentor, it actually started when I was very young. Now, these are this. I'm going to speak about a couple of ladies that
Yes.
I was introduced to through my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother used to play these albums on the weekends. When she was at home and kind of relaxing, she would put on these albums, and she listened to the albums. One of them was Etta Jones, and the other
Yes.
one was Gloria Lynn.
Yes.
And at that time, I really didn't know too much about any of the other entertainers and everything. But later on, I was about 9 or 10 when this happened, when I would listen to those albums that she was listening to. And I really got to the point where I would start mimicking as if I was singing. And my brothers actually felt that I wasn't a singer at that time. They said I was making a lot of noise. So, but I
What did they
enjoyed
know?
listening to them, and it always stayed in my mind, of the voices, the beautiful voices that I heard. But then my favorite, my mentor is, I have to tell you, is James Brown, because
Awesome.
I was 18 years old when I joined him.
Yes.
And I don't know, just watching him, being on stage with him was a mesmerizing time for me. I had never seen an entertainer perform as he did, moved around the stage. He was like
Yes.
lightning, so I
Yes.
admired him very much, and I watched how he performed, and how he would speak with his audience, and just everything about him, how he dressed on stage. And he was very particular about how we dressed. When I
Yes.
say we, I'm speaking of the band and the background singers, or everyone, actually everyone on his review. He
Yes.
had something to say about how you look before you went on his stage.
Yes. And
You had to
I've
be.
seen
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I've
have to
seen some of
be.
the videos.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So that inspired me, and that I just wanted me to be out front, to become an artist that would be out front. Although I was kind of embarrassed, I'm not embarrassed, but I mean, I was shy. I was
Yes.
shy, and I was fine doing the background. It didn't bother me to be in the background when I was singing with a group called the Jewels
Yes.
started with Mr. Brown,
Mm-hmm.
and I did a lot of background until he changed everything. He changed
Uh-huh.
everything and put me up front, had me singing this song called "Don't Mess with Bill." So that was
Ah,
my
yes.
very first song ever
Yes.
being
Yes.
up front. And then
So
I my favorite um, singer of all times is Aretha Franklin. I
really? I
oof,
love Miss Aretha Franklin.
I
She is
adored
amazing.
her. She was absolutely amazing,
Yes.
absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And I will always love her. And then I had now she was the queen of soul,
Yes.
actually queen of everything as far as I'm concerned. But then also I had a favorite of Etta. I loved Etta James, and
Awesome.
I'm a big fan of Patti LaBelle.
Oh, love Patty. Patty,
Yes,
Patty.
indeed.
Love Miss Patty LaBelle.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you have these wonderful mentors.
Hmm.
And of course, great mentors need great mentors. And of course, you said you work with Janelle Harris, if she exists. And of course, great friends with Miss Jemija Jubilee.
Yes.
And I've come to know you, and you're so sweet, and you lead with such a kind heart, and now whether you know it or not, you're one of my mentors, so thank you
Oh,
so much for sharing that. But you
well,
kept
thank you.
alluding to some ladies that's just hot out the box,
Yeah.
and they got some beautiful voices. But
Yes,
see,
they do. Oh,
there's a secret that
uh-huh.
I know that you did a cover to someone's song who is one of your favorite people.
Hmm.
And I would love to have you kind of give us a sample of that. So, folks, if you want a sample of that, go ahead and put a 2 in the comment block below. Go ahead and put a 2 in the comment block below. Go ahead and put a 2, and we might let it do what it do. So, Miss High, would you grace us? We'll take a quick break and we'll come back. But would you
Okay.
grace us with a sample of one of your favorite songs?
I think I can do that. I think I can do that.
Awesome.
Uh,
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, folks, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back in 2 shakes to let it do what it do. But you got to put in a number 2. Be right
that's
back.
right.
Miss
Another
Martha,
two.
hi, come out, come on out. Look, how you feel?
Fine, how are you?
That's sure the dynamite record you got there.
Well, thank you. I'm pretty pleased with it. Very pleased.
I'm very pleased with that because it's fantastic. I expect big things for you, and we hope to see you. Hey, a long ways. I'm sure that everybody dug you all over the world this time because it's like I said, it's like a world thing now. Here at Channel 17, we're going every place, and we're letting everybody know that we got it all right here in the sweet South, Atlanta.
One thing I would like to say, I would like to thank you very much.
Oh, don't thank me. We don't worry
Yeah,
about
well,
that.
you're the reason for
Don't worry
for
about
my-
that. I don't want you to sing my praises. We're singing yours, okay? Look here. We want to give you kind of I don't know. It's not a task because all you got to do is read the VU meter back there. She's not responsible for who's the winner. Everybody here understands it, but you out there. And for you who just tuned in, from maybe Antigua or Bermuda or someplace, we want you to know that...
So, if you're tuning in from Bermuda, Antigua, or wherever you're tuning in from, you may have never heard this wonderful voice before, but tonight you will hear the remarkable Martha High. The stage is yours.
Now, Lotus, let me ask you something.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think that I'm just going to sing a little bit, and then I'd like for your audience to, do you think that your audience can tell me what song this is?
I think they could. But I'm not sure because we got some folks from all over the world in various ages. We even got millennials on here. We got little kids on this show.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well,
so
I'll
I'll
sing a little bit of
all right, but wait, before you sing though, all right, we gonna make this juicy. We gonna make this juicy. See, folks, she putting the stress on y'all. Y'all gotta guess this song. So, Miss High, if they guess this song, I think we should give them a gift. What you think?
Well, that's a great idea.
We can give them a nice shirt.
Absolutely.
We can give them an Ignites bag.
Oh, okay.
Now, Miss High is gonna select what you get. So, what you think, Miss High? You think that's
sure? Good? That's a great idea. Yeah, I'm sure they would enjoy either one.
So if you want a bag or a shirt, put a number 3 in the comment block below. So it's all yours. I'm gonna slide on over off the stage like Mr. James Brown used to do. I'm gonna slide on over, and it's all yours. Here we go, folks.
I'm just gonna pick up my mic here. Something told me that it was over when I saw you and that girl walking. Mm-hmm. Something deep down in my soul said, cry, girl. When I saw you and that girl dancing, you see, I'd rather be blind, boy, than to see you walk away from me. That's it.
Woo! So listen, if you think you know that song, later on in the broadcast, we're going to come back and see who knows that song, and then we're going to ask you to put it in the feed. And I saw the numbers go up, so they probably putting it in the feed. But just hold what you got. Oh, yeah, it's in the feed. Somebody, it's in the feed, Miss High. So
very good.
We already got a winner.
Wonderful. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with that song.
Yeah.
Not because it was in the past, but it's been redone before. So yes. Let's see how many know the song.
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna go down, and everybody was dropping 3s from all over the world. So thank you so much for dropping the 3s. We got the Philippines. Terrence, Mr. Unstoppable Leffridge out of Florida is in there. Dr. Flores said, wow, all the way from Burundi. Hey, Bobcat, Bobcat was actually on Soul Train. He was one of the Soul Train dancers. Okay. And he said, cry, girl, cry.
All right.
Cynthia Moore.
There's my girl.
There's my girl.
Oh, my goodness.
There we go.
Cynthia.
Amazing. All right. We got a winner. The first person that put it in here, we got a winner. This is the first one I see. Now, if somebody else saw it before me, let me know, and both of you going to get a shirt and or a bag. Here we go. Anthony Chambers, where you streaming in from? Give it up for Anthony Chambers.
All right, very good.
All right, fantastic. So Medea, she said, so beautiful, so beautiful. You got some hearts from the Philippines. Bobcat said the name of the song is I'd Rather Go Blind.
I'd rather go blind. That's it.
Cynthia Moore got it.
Yes.
Flores Robles from Texas say yay. Woo.
All right. That's beautiful.
Wow. We have so many people streaming in, and thank you so much. God-fearing man said, lovely, just lovely. And here we go. Let's take one quick comment, and then we're going to get back into this thing. Lynn Heritage says, such a beautiful heart and soul. Miss High, it comes through in your voice, singing and speaking. What a blessing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And Miss High, I said I was going to take one more, but I got to take this because this is my sister from another mother. I served in the armed forces with her all the way out from Chi-Town. Denise said to her, she said, rather go blind. She knows the song. Awesome.
And you know, the lady that you spoke, Cynthia Moore, I have to tell you who Cynthia Moore is.
All right.
Cynthia Moore is one of the Bittersweets, and we sang together behind Mr. Brown. She was with us for at least 10 years or more.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yes, that's my sister. That's one of my sisters. I love you, Cynthia.
Woo! Miss Cynthia Moore in the house. Thank you, Miss Moore, for joining us. Give it up. See, we got a virtual concert going on here. Y'all just don't know.
Absolutely.
Virtual concert. All right. So, we talked about your favorite song. We talked about some of the mentors in your life. And with that being said, and I share with you, you have been such a mentor to some of us. And so there's somebody that wanted to tell you a little something before we get back into answering some more of the questions.
Okay.
And she wanted to say hi to you.
Okay, sure.
So here she is.
Oh, Ronnie. Hi. Hi, Ronnie.
I love you.
I love you too.
The family's here. Everybody wants to say hello.
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh, hi. Oh, those my babies. Hi. Hi.
I said hi. Hi, Miss Martha.
Hi, Kara. How are you?
I'm good. Okay.
Very nice to see
We
you.
said low. You know we had to tune in and hear you, and I'm telling you, we
thank you
love
so much for tuning in and tell Takara I said happy birthday.
Takia, Martha says happy
Takia.
birthday. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for listening. Love you too.
Thanks, folks. We love you. Appreciate you.
Love you, Ronnie. Oh, my goodness.
So we have one more person that wanted to say hello to you.
Okay.
So Danielle, you can turn on your camera, please.
Is that Danielle from Paris?
From all the way from Paris.
Oh, my God.
All the way from Paris.
Danielle, hi.
Hello. Bonjour.
How are you? Oh, it's so nice to see you.
Hello, Martha.
Oh, thank you so much for tuning in. How are you? Oh, she's froze.
Yeah, it's okay. She'll come back. There you go. Okay. Thank you, Danielle. We can hear you, darling.
Hi, sweetie. It's nice to see you.
I'm Paris.
I
Missing
miss
you.
you too. I hope to see you sometime in the new norm.
Awesome.
I'm
okay.
sorry, the feedback is no good. Can't hear you.
Oh, yeah. I love you, Danielle. Thank you for calling.
All right. Thanks, Danielle. Mwah.
Hi. Hello.
Bye-bye.
Awesome.
Oh, my goodness.
Surprise.
Yes, it is a surprise.
Awesome. So, folks, thank you so much. We want to talk a little bit more, if we may, about the fact that you've been all over the world. You've been a great mentor. You've been mentored by one of the greatest mentors that ever walked on the face of the earth. But
oh dear,
we noticed. I still hear you. You still good.
Okay,
I got you. So
okay.
But even though you're back in the States, we wanted to talk about the fact that many American musicians, such as yourself, singers like James Brown, Tina Turner, Etta James, even Josephine Baker way before you, and Little Richard and other fabulous singers before you and in your era, they seem to work more in Europe and other countries. Can you tell us why that might have been, instead of them working here in the United States?
Well, I will give you my opinion, and I'm saying that because I've been working overseas ever since since the 60s, when I first joined Mr. Brown, up until just before this pandemic. But I have noticed that Black Americans are more accepted in Europe especially singers and musicians from my era.
Yes.
They are more accepted over there, and it's really amazing because once you meet someone that know your music, for instance, the young lady that you just spoke with, Miss Miller, they know more about our music than we do. I'd be so elated how they know so much about when we started, what songs that we recorded, all of the albums that we might have recorded or something like that. They are so up on what we do, and they show their appreciation by, they always buy your records. They always have albums or photos that they have where you could sign when they come to your shows and everything. Very, very supportive of our music. And it's a blessing because I was able to move to France, to Paris, France, for 6 years because I worked so much in Europe that, I just kind of got tired of coming back and forth to the States, and I felt so welcomed there that I ended up moving there, and I lived there for 7 years, and I really enjoyed it, and I worked constantly, and like I said, I still do, and I think that they support us more than the people here in the States, I think, and I don't really like saying that, but that's just the way it is, because I think that people from my era, I think sometimes they want us to stay in that era and don't try, don't try to move forward, anything like that. But there are places here in the States that still enjoy our era of music, and but sometimes you can walk up to a younger person and they don't know anything about James Brown or Little Richard or Aretha Franklin. I mean, some people even ask who's Aretha Franklin, and it's really a shame because I think this is something. I think that our music should be embraced, because Mr. Brown is the one that created the funk.
Well,
and
you're right.
And all the people that.
I'm sorry. I hate to interrupt you. I don't mean to be rude, ma'am. Please forgive me. But somebody said that you wasn't living over there by yourself, and he said he just stopped by to say, "Hey, you may know this voice, Mr. Ray."
Oh yes.
So those of you that know the Cape Man, Mr. Danny Ray. Mr. Danny Ray is right here on the phone. Mr. Ray, go ahead.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, that's the voice. That's the most exciting voice that you ever can hear. Mr. Danny Ray, especially when he introduced Mr. James Brown and when he threw that cape. Hi, Danny.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Good. You're talking to Miss Lotus Riche, and she invited us here on her show. I'm so glad that she got you online.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's happy to be here. And I'm going to put my headset in because I want him on a microphone because I want to hear every word. So Mr. Ray,
she's super happy that you're here on the show. And can you tell us a little bit about what it was like working next to the goddess of soul herself, Miss Martha Hyde, when you were taking that cape over to Mr. Brown, the godfather of soul? Go ahead.
Well, yeah, it was wonderful working with everybody. We worked as a family out there, all the time, And she was handling the ladies over there with the singles and all, But
yes,
she does
sir.
a fantastic job herself,
Yes, sir.
And my job, I introduced them on stage and then come out and introducing Mr. Brown on stage, and they always come out and say, right about now it's star time,
Yes.
Well, Father sold himself, a man giving the world over 47 golden soul classics. Tunes that will never die. Tunes like Try Me, Out of Sight. Papa's got a brand new bag. I feel good, like a sexy. Super bad.
Mr. Ray. Mr. Ray, you have to tell Miss Lotus about you and I.
The world's Godfather soul himself. Mr. James Brown. Oh, yeah, that's what it's about.
Mr. Ray, Miss High said you have to tell me about the time.
About him and I dancing. He used to do background with me sometimes.
Yeah, you used to do background dancing with Miss High sometimes. She said, tell the audience about that.
Oh, yeah, well, you had to fit in where you get in, and so like it wasn't that, and some of the other ladies wasn't there with us, so, you had to fill in up there,
That's
like
right.
he always expressed to us all the time, he said, a lot of people say show business, he said, but no, it's show and business,
Yes, sir.
And you know what's going on, you got to be about it,
Yes, sir.
People come there to enjoy themselves, so that's what you got to come there and do, because the first time I got to do by this cake routine, I didn't know I was going to do this, because I was just used to catch him over there in the wings, off the stage.
Yes, sir.
And he'd go outside to change, and I would always have a barrel over there for him to put on and go out there, because he'd be sweating out coming off stage. And then one time he got out there, he started singing "Please, Please," and I was ready to come off stage, and so he turned around, went back, and I went back and started to catch him. And this was nothing we were looking forward to him, but I said, let me put this on him out here because he's coming off stage and got to go outside. And right away, he put it on, and next thing I know, he would start doing an encore with it and take it off and looking to put it back on him. So
yes,
I thought, wow, the crowd going crazy with it, and he got obsessed with it. So he said, well, Mr. Ray, this is going to be part of the show now. You got something to like.
Yes, and I love that part of the show. That was like a showstopper. I watched that so many times. Oh, my gosh. And I loved it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right. So check this out, Mr. Ray. Miss High said earlier, she said you all dressed really impeccably. And I told her, I saw those videos, and you all were always so dressed very well. Your mannerisms, everything was so right. We're just so proud of all of you.
Oh, you come when you got to have your presentation, you got to come in and take care of business. Like a lot of times, me and him backstage, he's looking at the crowd. I said, he said, you see those people out there? Yes. That's right. I said, well, they're the most important people in the world to us. Right? I said, so we got to bring our best at the whole time, which I always would anyway,
Yes, sir. So, folks,
that's a kid, like get dressed, well dressed,
Yes, sir. So, folks, if you love the way that Mr. Danny Ray threw that cape over, all you got to say is put a number 7 in the comment block below. Put a number 7 in the comment block below, because Mr. Ray is all on his way. He got to go. But Mr. Ray, we love you. We appreciate you. And we're so proud just to know that you are our hero. Thank you so much, Mr. Ray.
Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful
Danny.
evening.
All right, you do likewise now.
Yes.
Thank you, Danny. I love you. Okay, thank you so much.
He said he loves you too.
Welcome.
Okay.
God bless you, Mr. Ray. All right. Woo!
All right.
Wow. Mr. Ray is so awesome.
Yes.
Mr. Ray is so awesome. Super duper. John.
So happy to just talk with him. Part of this era where we have wonderful heroes and goddesses like you and Godfather of Souls, Mr. James Brown, and of course the Godfather of the Cape.
Yes,
Mr.
indeed.
Danny
Absolutely.
Ray. So thank you so much, Mr. Ray, Miss High. Woo-wee!
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Thank you. Like I said, it's an honor and it's a pleasure. And I'm so glad that we were able to talk with him, because he is he will never be forgotten, because he was part of the show. He made the show by throwing the cape over Mr. Brown at every show.
Yes. And I want to say hey to Tracy R. Kincaid. She is the songstress for the song Goes. And she is married to the blues legend, Mr. Kincaid. So good to see you
wow.
all the way from Chi-Town. So happy to have you
Hi,
here.
hello.
Yes, yes, yes. So happy to have you here. So we talked a little bit about the fact that many of our African-American artists worked overseas primarily because they were just more accepted overseas. And I've
Yes.
experienced that even when I worked in Japan. So I definitely understand. And like you say, we kind of don't want to say it, but I tell you, Miss High is real and she's not going to sugarcoat what it is what it is.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about some of your albums, because I know as well that you've made several albums, and with the exception of 2 albums, you actually recorded them overseas as well. And so question is, why'd you record them over there instead of the United States?
You know, and like you said, I had 2 albums recorded here in the States. And I've had 2 albums recorded in Italy.
Yes.
1 album recorded in the UK. Another album recorded in Japan, Tokyo, Japan. Yes. And I think that takes care of all of them. But you know,
we got the one in Italy. I know about that one.
2 in Italy.
Said, 2 in Italy, and yes. Then you did 1 in Japan.
1 in Japan.
Huh?
1 in Japan and 1 in
UK.
In the UK.
Yes.
With the speedometers. How many is that? That's 4?
Yes, ma'am.
4. And I did a live album in Paris, France, at a club called Quai du Blues. Also, I did an album in it's another part of France, Bordeaux, in Bordeaux. With a group called the oh dear, I'm sorry, but things are anyway. That's the 6 albums.
All right,
I can't remember.
All right,
and forgive me for not remembering. But and I'm very, very happy about having the chance to record in the different places because. You know, no one has ever asked me in the States to work with me. No yes. Band or anything like that. But in these countries, yes. They, just like I said, they are diehard fans of Mr. Brown, and they have even told me that they enjoyed the music that I've done with him. Yes, and have always come to me and said, Miss High, we would like to work with you and record an album and everything. And I thought it was a wonderful idea because just to get to the experience of working with other bands in different countries is amazing to me. And I love the idea. And you know, and I don't believe when people say, well, this country here don't have no soul, and they don't have soul, or they don't know how to play soul. I don't think that's true, because I think that music comes from the soul, period.
Yes, it does.
Know? And if they're good musicians, I love to work with them. I enjoy working with them. And so I've been very, very blessed to be able to record with the different musicians. Japan, I worked with the Osaka Monorail. That's who I did an album called Tribute to My Soul Sisters.
Yes.
And the group that I was trying to think of is the Shaolin Temple Defenders. God bless them, because they are the first group that asked me to perform and work with them. They are, I love them with all my heart, because they really took me in. That was the first band that I did my solo career with. And I'm very, very pleased that I had the chance to work with them. They taught me a lot, and they tell me I taught them a lot too. So that was great. So I did this album called Woman with the Shaolin Temple Defenders. And then I did Soul Overdue with the Speedometers from London, England. And then I did a tribute to my soul sisters with Osaka Monorail from Japan.
Yes.
And my album with the Royal the Italian royal family.
Yes.
Singing for the Good Times.
Yes.
That was my first album with them. And then my very latest album is called Nothing's Gone Wrong. And that's with
Yes.
the Italian royal family.
Yes.
And
So,
I'm, like I said, I'm so thoroughly blessed and happy and grateful and thankful because all of these different bands gave me the chance to find
yes.
myself, to find Martha High, to bring
Yes.
out Martha High.
Wow.
You know, of course, I learned everything. I really have to give the credit to the Godfather. I learned a lot
Yes.
from him. And then I worked with Maceo Parker for 16
Mhm.
years. And that was an experience I will never forget because that gave me a chance to open up and to be free and to be able to express my feelings through my music, and had the chance to go out and work for myself, you know, during the time that I worked with him. So all of it has just been an amazing time of my life. And even though I spent 30 some years with Mr. Brown,
Yes.
and I'm an old lady now, but I'm
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm
You're
so
not even close to being
thankful.
old.
I'm
You're
so
not even
thankful
close.
and grateful for all the time that I spent with him and Maceo, Mr. Parker, and all of the bands and
Mhm.
the musicians and singers that worked with me.
Yes.
I love you. I love them all, and I'm so grateful for all of them and the record companies that, you know, just believed in me and put the albums out, and the PR, the people
Yes.
that worked and
Mhm.
pushed the records for me. I'm so
Yes.
grateful, more
And
than they ever know.
and I'm sure that they love you and they're grateful. So, Miss High, I want to share this little piece with you, and the folks out there in the world, because it's unequivocal. You know, you talked about the band and how they loved on you.
Oh, that's
Je me suis vraiment amusé ce soir, c'était super.
oh,
Tout puisque avant que je suis arrivé aujourd'hui, on m'a expliqué l'histoire, le lieu, ça a rapport avec la culture marseillaise. Ça fait que c'est un honneur et un plaisir d'être ici. Le monde dans la salle, ils étaient superbes. Ils m'ont fait sentir à la maison. Ils m'ont super bien accueilli. Dès que je suis arrivé sur scène, j'ai vu les sourires devant moi. Ça m'a réchauffé le cœur. Ça m'a fait sentir très bien d'être ici. Merci.
C'est un plaisir de vous entendre dire ça.
oh, there. Oh wow, that's great to see. I forgot all about that. Yeah, that's the Shaolin Temple Defenders.
Shaolin Temple
Yeah.
Defenders. That's right. That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right. I saw you boogieing with them on the stage. I've seen quite a few of your videos.
Oh yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I was with them we stayed together for 6 years. It was wonderful. It was
Wow.
really, really great. Yeah.
That's amazing. So
Yes.
what is so great is that even though you didn't cut your records here in the United States, you still cut them. And that's the thing. You never stopped. You had great tenacity. And that's why you're such a role model to so many young women, and not just women of color, but women and men all over the world. If you are an artist out there and you're in entertainment of any kind, even if you are a comedian, know that Martha High persevered and kind of trailblazed.
And
so
you know,
you can trailblaze too.
You know, before I just came back home. I just came back to the States in June, and
Yes.
I stayed 3 years in Spain, and I worked with some fantastic musicians.
Yes.
That was so, and they were so beautiful and so wonderful to work with, and I learned some of their music. I love the flamenco music in Spain.
Yes.
It was wonderful to be around that type of music, and and work with some of the musicians from Spain. It was wonderful, especially a gentleman by the name of Javier Ojeda.
Yes.
He had a band there, and I worked with him quite a bit of times. And oh boy, it was just fantastic to work with. We sang a song together, and he chose this song from the past. Mama, you treat your daughter mean. By Ruth
I love
Brown.
that song.
And
I know
him
that
and
song.
I did that
Yes.
song together, and he sang Spanish, and then I sang American,
All right.
English, and it was just fantastic. It was a great time for me. I enjoyed it.
Awesome. And I got a little birdie that told me the 5th album that you did was with, actually, let me go back. It was actually with the Shaolin Temple Defenders group in France. That's when you did your 5th album. So I wanted to make sure we brought that up. So hi to everybody that's had some part in singing with the remarkable Martha High. So quickly, we want to just say to you all, if you love what Miss Martha High has shared thus far, put an 8 in the comment below. Put an 8 in the comment below, because we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and then we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things you're doing here in the United States, because it's unequivocal, Miss High. You have taken the United States by storm. You're in Sheen magazine. You are guesting. I know you got a guest show appearance on Bring Who You Are. The ladies from Bring Who You Are, I'm sure they're ecstatic to have you on the show. And you got a new book out. So we can't let you off the stage without getting that information from you. So we'll be right back. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the show. Share, like, and start a watch party, because we've got the living legend, Martha High, on the box. Okay, so we're going to take a couple quick comments, because we got people streaming in from all over. Kenneth Alfonso Baylor Sr. said, the book. So, of course, we're going to talk about the book. Mr. Baylor, we're going to talk about the book. I promise you that. The book will not be overlooked. And Tracy Kincaid says, hey, baby, good to see you. We got a Facebook user that's saying this is awesome, and so are you. We thank you so much. Medea said, come over to Canada, Miss High. We welcome you with open arms. Super duper.
Thank you. I would love to. Yes, thank you.
And we have another Facebook incognito saying, Lotus, this is off the chain. Miss Martha High is truly royalty. Yes, she is. Everybody take a bow. Pow. Thank you. And possibly deserves all the accolades and praise. Yes, she does, and more. And then Mr. Ron says, the Shaolin Temple Defenders. That's right, Mr. Ron.
Yes. And let me say this about Mr. Ron Rolferson. That this gentleman has been a friend of mine over 25 years. And he is the gentleman that has been working with me, and he takes care of my artist page, the Martha High, the Goddess of Soul. Such a wonderful friend. Thank you, Ron, for tuning in. I love you. You are a blessing. You are a blessing from God. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. And I'm happy to hear you. I'm so happy you tuned in.
Thank you so much. We're happy that you tuned in. We love you here. Martha loves you. So we got some 8s in the place. Thank you so much for all the 8s. All right, we got another one. Music is the language of love and it's universal. I saw several people saying yes, it's universal. We have so many eights. I'm gonna try to get as many of you. We got a row of eights right there from Ida Resin-Pesky. She is the owner of what? Gimsky Hills, or Gimsky TV, if you will, in the Netherlands. So good to see you, Ida. It's so great. Miss Ida Resin-Pesky, the owner of Gimsky. Thank you so much, Jacqueline Haskins. Miss Haskins, thank you so much for being here. So many people streaming this with the eights. The more I come down, the more they pop up. So thank you so much, everybody. And Laura Faye, all the way from the Philippines. Good to see you. Happy to see you here tonight. So my dear, can you please tell us a little bit about this wonderful book? Because we already promised the folks we was going to tell them about the book.
Okay. Well, Lotus, you know, as you know, that I joined Mr. Brown when I was singing with the Jewels, and
yes, ma'am.
we worked with him as a group for about a year and a half before the young ladies decided to go home. Well, yes. I didn't want to go. I wasn't ready to go back home because Mr. Brown was at his very peak of his career. And I mean, that was the most exciting time for me because I had never been on a level like that in the music business. So it was just a blessing that we were there. So when the young ladies decided to leave, I went to Mr. Brown and I said, Mr. Brown, I said, I really don't want to go home. I would like to stay out here and work. And he said, I never fired you. I didn't fire you. You stay out here as long as you want to. So if you notice, I had to fix my face because. How
you do that?
There's a thing that we used to call, and we used to say that Mr. Brown jibbed when he talked. So his. My battery.
So if you want to see Miss Hyde jib again, go ahead and put a 10.
So in order to talk like Mr. Brown, you have to jib. So it's like this. Miss I never told you to leave. You stay as long as you want to.
You stay as long as you want. I'm not ready to do my thing. How about that? I'm not ready to do my thing.
That's right, Miss Lotus. That's right. Sure, you're right.
I got it because I got a good teacher.
So he told me, that I could stay, and I was very happy about that. So I ended up staying with Mr. Brown. I became not only his background singer, but I became his hairstylist, and I was the overseer of the female singers, also the payroll master.
Wait a minute. Wait, whoa. Because I know y'all heard her say she became his hairstylist. Now, I always wondered how Mr. Brown's hair always stayed so hooked. His hair was dyed, lied, and stayed to the side. You know how they say it, dyed, fried, and laid to the side.
To the side,
that's right. If you know what I'm talking about, put in number 11 in the comment. That was you. You were doing that.
Well, let me explain how I end up coming to do his hair. When I first joined the show, one of the famous Flames did his hair, which was Bobby Bennett. And then when Bobby Bennett left, there was a gentleman named Henry Stallings that worked did Mr. Brown's hair for years. And after Mr. Stallings left, then I started doing his hair because I used to do the Jewels hair. And when we first went out on the road with Mr. Brown, and even before we went out on the road with him, also I used to do the dancers that was with him called the Parkettes. I used to do their wigs, our wigs. I used to do their hair too. So he knew that I used to do hair. So when Mr. Stallings left, he came to me and said, I want you to do my hair. I know that you can do hair, so I want you to do mine. So I said, that's fine, Mr. Brown, but I need 2 monies. I need. Yep.
She a businesswoman.
So it was a lot of traveling with Mr. Brown all the time, doing his hair because I would do his hair before we went to the venues, when we got there, after the show, I would have to set his hair before we left the venues or the, you know, wherever we were performing. So I spent a lot of time with him, and I ended up moving to Augusta, Georgia.
Yes.
And there were times, even when he was at home, I would have to do his hair during that time. So that's how, that's the reason why I know him very well, because I spent a lot of time with him, and I had to go on vacations with him, even when he would take his family or, you know, just go somewhere taking care of business. I had to travel with him.
Yes.
And
Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah.
You know, I used to live in Augusta. I bought my first house in Augusta. Yes, ma'am. I lived in Augusta for maybe 17 years. Yes, ma'am. Wow. Matter of fact, let me tell you, I used to work. I helped a friend of mine get this company off the ground. It was a copy company, and Mr. Brown's daughter came in because I guess she went to college with the owner, and we did Mr. Brown's birthday invitations. And then right before Mr. Brown passed, I worked with his nephew, and he had a nightclub on Damascus Road in Augusta, Georgia. And we were waiting in the club that night for Mr. Brown because we was going to do a reopening for it because he wasn't doing anything with the club. And then he didn't show up, and his nephew was worried. He was like, "That's not like my uncle. Let me call him." Like, you know, he said he ain't picking up. But yeah, man, it was amazing. So I lived in Augusta, Georgia.
You sure did, because I remember the two clubs that he used to have there. And one was basically like the last one he had was sort of like a discotheque. And that's great.
Exactly.
Well, if you, I know a lot of people, they can verify this. If you ever been around Mr. Brown was a funny cat. He didn't know that he was funny.
And guess what?
He was hilarious at sometimes. And you know, after I left him in the year of 2000. But I had through the years that I had been jotting down different times of my life with him and everything, and I just decided after leaving, I just wanted to remember him and write about him. And so I wrote this book called can you see it? He's a funny cat, Miss Hyde, and I used that title. Oh, there. I use that title because that's what he was. He was a funny cat. And that's a saying that he would say all the time, especially when he felt that someone was being weird or doing something that he just didn't think that was cool or something. He said, "That's a funny cat." What's wrong with him? So if you still can pick up my book at Amazon. And then I will be opening up an online shopping, an online shop, and I will be selling my book there as well. Maybe in the next 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully I will have it open, and I will have my book on sale, and I have T-shirts that says "He's a Funny Cat, Miss Hyde." But this book it shares conversations and things that I did with Mr. Brown. It's my way of letting people know that Mr. Brown was human. You know, everybody know him for all of his accomplishments that he has done, and they know him from business and everything. It wasn't very easy to get close, you know, to have a real friendship with him, but he was an amazing person.
Awesome.
And this is what my book is all about.
Awesome.
He's a funny cat, Miss Hyde.
He's a funny cat, Miss Hyde. I love it. And also, folks, don't forget, please go ahead and check Miss Hyde out. Check her other book out. Go right to Amazon and get this book as well. Very affordable. It's Nothing's Going Wrong. Nothing's going wrong. You can get it on audio. You can get it on MP3, and you can get unlimited streaming. The Nothing's Going Wrong. That's my latest album. Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yes, that's my latest album. Nothing's Gone Wrong, and that's recorded. I recorded that album in Italy with the Italian Royal Family Band. That's my big band that I work with, and I also work with a band called the Soul Cookers, Tony Match and the Soul Cookers, which is my trio.
Mm-hmm.
And
Awesome.
but my album, it's been out since February. Got caught up, however you want to say it, in the pandemic when that closed everything down. It just kind of shut things down for me. But my album, I love it. I'm still proud of it. I think that we're going to just re-release it again because people need to hear this music that we
Yes.
have done together.
Mhm.
It has to do with living today and dealing with situations that are happening and everything. And it's about love too.
Yes.
It's about love
Awesome.
and spreading love and being loved and caring about each other in life and just getting along with people.
Well, Miss High, I got to tell you, you are always sharing the love, and so many people love you. And I tell you, folks, we set this broadcast up for an hour, but Miss High has been so gracious to give us a couple more minutes. But we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back with some final words from Miss High and to Miss High, and I'll grab a couple comments if I may. So I just want you guys and gals out there to hold on tight with all your might. Why? Because this thing is already dynamite. So we gonna take a quick break and we
That's
gonna
what I'm
come
talking
back
about.
and y'all just hold on tight. We'll be right back. Okay, we'll be right back. All right, so we are back. Miss High, I've had a delightful time. And I tell you, there's just not enough time in a day for everything that you could say to inspire the folks all around the world. And it's unequivocal. Folks from all around the world have come. We've got people from Paris, Netherlands, Japan, all over the world are here because today it is your day to hear what you have to say. So would you please give us some words of wisdom that we could carry with us long after this broadcast is over?
Okay, well, first of all, I'd like to thank a few people. I'd like to thank everyone that has tuned in this evening. It's been a blessing, and thank you so much. It was wonderful to see a lot of people that I know that has tuned in. You kept your word. You said you would do it, and you did, and I'm so grateful for that. Also, I'd like to thank Yamaja Jubilee and Janelle Harris for working with me and believing in me and enough to introduce me to Lotus, Miss Lotus Riche, and her beautiful evening. Had a beautiful evening with her, and I hope that one day I can come back again because it's been an honor for me to be here. As far as anyone that's in the music business or whatever you do, I think that if you have a dream or you have something that you're interested in doing it, well, put your best foot forth and just put your all in because it won't happen if you don't really care about what you're doing or what you want to do. You have to want it in order to get it. And it's important that if you go into the music business, you make sure that's what you want to do, stick with it. And get someone that's really trustworthy and that's in your corner that you can trust that will help you along the way. And make sure that you know something about the business and know which way you want to go. Be yourself. Be just you know be who you are and just be just do your everything to get where you want to go, and and I just wish everyone the best of luck in whatever you do and however you go about your way. God bless you. I wish you the very best. And music is open for the world. It's love, and make sure that you give a message that everyone would, as I will say, as Mr. Brown would say, uh, sing and talk about something that you would be proud to let your mother hear, your family, your parents to hear, and just keep reaching for the stars. There's always room on the top, always.
Best of luck, that she said, and well wishes to everyone. Well, Miss High, like I said, you are just, you're not a class act. You are class, you are royalty. And after all, you are the goddess of soul. And I am humbly honored that you came to spend a bit of your time with me and with the world. And I have a little something for you that I'd like to share with you.
Okay. Ah. Oh.
Something told me that it was over when I saw you and that girl talking.
Hello, my name is Torian Washington in Columbia, Maryland, visual artist. And Miss High, we're glad that you're in Maryland and we love you in Maryland. All right, y'all. Peace.
Thank
Hi,
you.
I'm Brenda Flores Robles, and I'm from Texas. And I love Martha. Hi. God bless everyone.
Hi, my name is Phyllis Weaver. We love you from Clayton, North Carolina.
All right.
Michelle, I am in Paris, in France, and I'm sending much love to my friends in the States, but especially to Martha High, much love, and I look forward to seeing her again on stage in Paris as soon as possible. Please stay safe and look after yourselves. Bye-bye. Bisous. À bientôt.
Hi, Martha. Hi. This is Ina Rinson Presi. I'm the CEO of Gimski from the Netherlands. And I want to thank you for something, because you are connecting people like we do. And you are the goddess of soul, and we are Gimski. The God in me sees the God in you. So thank you for the music. Thank you for being you.
Oh, thank you.
My name is Les Owen. I live in Bowie, Maryland. And I just want to give a shout out to Ms. Martha High and thank her for her work. I'm a filmmaker and saxophonist, and have played in a lot of soul bands in my lifetime. So thank you so much for all your work. We love you here in Bowie.
Okay.
Hello, Miss High. I'm Anthony Chambers from the Cool Flame on 104.5 The Flame, the hottest R&B hits and oldies, bigger and better. I am indeed your friend in the night, and we want to let you know that we love you here in Florida and looks really, really forward to meeting you and hearing from you once again. Again, Anthony C., your friend in the night, on 104.5 The Flame, the hottest R&B hits and oldies, bigger and better.
Hello, this is Angie Elting. We love you, Miss High, in Washington, D.C.
Hi, Miss Martha. Harris here from the Philippines. It was really nice to have you in the show. At maraming salamat po sa pagbahagi ng iyong musika at talento sa industriya at sa buong mundo. Habang buhay namin ipagpapasalamat yun. Maraming salamat po.
Miss Martha, hi! Come out! Come on out!
One thing I would like to say, I would like to thank you very much.
Oh, don't thank me. We don't worry about that.
You're the reason.
Don't worry about that. I don't want you to sing my praises. Or
Oh,
We appreciate you and we love you all over the world. Thank you so
for that.
much. You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me. Just a little touch right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you for all that you've done for the world and all that you're continuing to do. And just know that with the help of my team globally, we would like to ask your permission to start a Miss Martha High fan club here right out of Washington, D.C.
Oh,
We've already set up the email, and we know that it's going to be great. And we already have someone in Paris that's going to work with us. Miss Danielle will be working with us in Paris for your fan club. So if you would give us the blessing, it shall be done.
you have my blessing, and thank you so very much. It was very touching to see all of the people that called in. And I'm very, very thankful and grateful for everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, folks, we thank you. We love you. Don't forget, at the end of the broadcast, down below, we'll have the link for the email for the fan club of Miss Martha High. I'm going to ask everybody to stand up and give Miss High a virtual round of applause.
Oh. God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
And until we meet again, folks, I just want to thank you for a wonderful time. We've had a great, great evening here with the goddess of soul herself, Miss Martha High. Don't forget to go out and get her book and make sure you get her new album. But most importantly, send her love, light, and always help her to ignite and take flight. Good night.
Miss Martha High, come out. Come on out. Look, how you feel?
Fine.